Did you know that after age 60, your body can lose up to 8% of muscle mass every decade? And this could be happening right now, silently. Harvard University research reveals a fact that deserves attention. The sarcopenia, which is the progressive loss of muscle mass with advancing age, already affects more than 45% of people over 60 years old. And it's not just about getting weaker. Muscle loss is directly linked to an increase in falls, less mobility, constant tiredness, and even difficulty maintaining a healthy metabolism. But there is good news. This process can be slowed down and even reversed with the right help from nutrition. Right specific nutrients found in simple, affordable foods help the body preserve and rebuild muscles, even at older ages. The most surprising? Most of these foods can be in your kitchen right now, except maybe you don't consume them at the ideal frequency and combination to reap all the benefits. 1. Eggs. Eggs are considered one of the most complete foods in terms of protein profile. It contains all 9 essential amino acids with emphasis on the leucine, which plays a central role in muscle protein synthesis. According to a study published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, leucine is the main trigger to activate the muscle-building process, especially in elderly people who suffer from so-called anabolic resistance, the body's difficulty in properly using the protein ingested. Ideal for breakfast, eggs help preserve lean mass and maintain satiety. 2. Salmon. Salmon is a rich source of high biological value protein, but its difference lies in the omega-3 fatty acids, that's it, vitamin D. Studies of Washington University School of Medicine show that omega-3 can increase muscle sensitivity to protein, enhancing the effects of diet and physical activity. Furthermore, the vitamin D present in salmon regulates muscle function and is associated with the prevention of falls in the elderly, according to Journal of Endocrinology. 2 servings per week already offer significant benefits. 3. Broccoli. Much more than a vegetable, broccoli is a source of sulforaphane, a bioactive compound with potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory action. This compound helps protect muscle fibers from oxidative stress, which accelerates the loss of muscle mass with age. Studies of Institute for Aging Research indicate that diets rich in cruciferous vegetables are associated with better functional performance in the elderly. Steamed, it preserves its phytonutrients. 4. Cottage cheese. With a high content of casein, cottage cheese provides a slow-digesting protein, ideal for maintaining the supply of amino acids for hours, especially during sleep. According to the British Journal of Nutrition, ingesting casein before bed can help reduce nighttime muscle loss in older adults. Furthermore, it is low in fat and rich in calcium, which is important for bones. Excellent late-night snack for those looking for muscle maintenance. 5. Grilled chicken. Chicken is a lean protein with high bioavailability and facilitated digestion. It is one of the preferred sources in diets aimed at maintaining muscle mass, especially because it contains leucine, isoleucine, and valine, the so-called branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs. These amino acids are used directly by muscles during and after physical activity. Great option for main meals with vegetables and whole grains. 6. Peanuts and chestnuts rich in vegetable protein, magnesium, and zinc. These foods are allies of muscle strength and recovery. Magnesium acts on muscle contraction and relaxation, while zinc is involved in cell regeneration. Studies of National Institute on Aging point out that deficiency of these minerals is associated with loss of strength in the elderly. Consume in small daily portions, preferably without salt or sugar. 7. Banana provides potassium, an essential mineral for muscular and neuromuscular function. Low potassium levels increase the risk of cramps, fatigue, and drop in physical performance. According to Mayo Clinic, bananas also offer quick energy and help balance electrolytes, especially on hot days or after physical exertion. Excellent light pre- or post-workout for seniors. 8. Beans and lentils. Important sources of vegetable protein, iron, zinc, and fiber. These foods help muscle support and prevention of anemia, which can lead to generalized weakness. Study published in Journal of Nutrition and Gerontology and Geriatrics highlights that legumes are essential to ensure accessible and balanced protein intake for the elderly. Combined with brown rice, they form a complete protein. 9. Milk or drinks fortified with calcium and vitamin D. The combination between calcium and vitamin D acts synergistically on maintenance of bones and muscles. Vitamin D improves calcium absorption and helps regulate muscle contractions, while calcium is essential for muscle function and preventing fractures. According to the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research, supplementation of these nutrients reduces the risk of falls in the elderly by up to 30%. Lactose-free and fortified versions are good options for those with intolerance. 10. Sweet potato source of complex carbohydrates. Sweet potatoes provide slow-release energy, which prevents glycemic drops and maintains muscle performance throughout the day. It also contains manganese, which participates in energy metabolism and the formation of connective tissue, important for muscles and joints. Ideal as a side dish for lunch or pre-workout. A lack of protein in the diet of older people is one of the main causes of muscle loss. The good news is that this can be reversed with simple changes. Dr. Luisa Carvalho, nutrologist, specialist in healthy aging. Dr. Luisa highlights a critical point that affects millions of people over the age of 60, insufficient protein intake. As we age, the body starts to demand more protein to maintain muscles. But ironically, it is precisely at this stage that many people start to consume less. Studies of European Society for Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism, ESPEN, point out that elderly people need up to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, almost double the recommendation for young adults. Reversing this situation does not require fancy formulas, but rather simple and consistent adjustments in the daily menu, including eggs, legumes, dairy products, or lean meats at strategic times can prevent silent muscle loss which compromises vitality over time. It's not enough to just exercise. If the body doesn't receive the right nutrients, it can't rebuild muscle, and this can lead to loss of autonomy in a few years. Dr. Ricardo Muniz, geriatrician and professor of human physiology. Ricardo draws attention to an often neglected point: the false idea that just walking or exercising is enough to preserve muscles. The process of building muscle, called protein synthesis, directly depends on the availability of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, not organism. Without this, the muscle weakens, strength decreases, and simple everyday activities, such as getting up from a chair or climbing stairs, begin to require disproportionate effort. Research published in Journal of the American Geriatric Society show that untreated loss of muscle mass is directly associated with loss of autonomy and the risk of falls in the elderly. Combining proper nutrition with personalized exercises is the most effective way to maintain strength, balance, and independence over the years. Muscle loss is not just an inevitable reflection of aging. It is, to a large extent, a direct response to what you consume daily. When the body stops receiving the right nutrients, it starts to conserve energy. And unfortunately, this means that muscle tissue is one of the first to be degraded. Ignoring this reality can generate a domino effect: progressive weakening, greater risk of falls, slower recovery after illness, and even loss of autonomy for simple activities such as walking, climbing stairs, or carrying bags. On the other hand, the good news is that science shows that it is possible to interrupt this cycle. Consistently introducing the 10 foods you saw in this video provides the essential building blocks for your muscles: high-quality protein, B vitamins, vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants. With small changes in your eating routine, it is possible to maintain muscle strength, protect your mobility, recover your daily energy, and preserve what is most valuable: their independence and quality of life. Now that you know what really fuels your muscles after 60, it's time to take action. Review your diet, prioritize these nutrients, and speak to a healthcare professional to put together the best plan for you. And if this video was useful, share it with friends and family who are also at this stage in life. Health is shared knowledge. Subscribe to the channel name, and activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos with practical guidelines for healthy aging.